Hey everybody, I want to talk to you about a pretty important subject when it comes to getting a durable, long-lasting vibration machine. And this is something that you'll never ever hear a manufacturer or a company or a salesperson for sure talk about, which is exactly why we have it on our website. So this is part of our buyer's guide, which is one of our videos. This is about belt breakage. That's what these things are in my hand. These are belts, okay? And these are actually inside of your vibration machine. Why? They'll be basically any sort of motor, be it a watch or something in your car, usually has some sort of gears, or gears that are in the form of like that are run by belts, and that's what actually causes different things to turn. In the case of vibration machines, it's the gears and attached to the motor that then ends up pushing the plate up and down. Now these belts can be very cheaply made sometimes. In fact, we found when we opened up about 85% of the machines out there that are on the market, a lot of them were just your old cheap old, Chinese belts that actually were repurposed from other industries. So they were kind of very inappropriately classed for the machines they were in. So let me show you what happens. When you get your machine, it's all brand new. What commonly happens is you see these little gears right here in the belt. Okay, so these, as you see here, this one kind of has worn. Now showing what's underneath. It wears the teeth. Okay, and this is rubber with a very thin layer of Kevlar on top of it. Okay. Now what happens when this wears? When this wears, then it causes this next series to wear as well. When the teeth end up wearing down, they don't catch the gears quite the same way. So it causes the plate to actually skip. When it skips, you lose amplitude. You also lose that force, G-force pop at the top of the amplitude as it goes up and then comes back down again. So over time, you'll actually start to sacrifice performance. And you'll start to miss out on a lot of amplitude that you could have gotten. So that's what happens with cheap sort of motors. But you won't really notice that that's the issue. Within that first year, even second year, you probably already start to experience this wearing. So you start to sacrifice performance. And the only way you can really find out this first year or two is if you try out a brand new machine and then that's identical to yours, and see if you feel the difference. A lot of times you'll notice like there's more shaking, the machine gets louder. That's usually a sign. And so to actually determine if your belts are wearing, you'd have to open up the machine, but if you do that, you avoid your warranty. So it's kind of a little bit of an annoying thing when you think about it. But again, 85% of these machines, we found are basically using the same belts, do not even belong in this industry. They're brought in from other industrial capacities. So really you want to go for like the best belts out there. We found the Gates belts are the best. They're using basically a reinforced titanium threading underneath the rubber. So a lot of the other belts are just rubber with a thin layer of maybe material on top of that wears very easily. So this is something you want to look into, that we review, and we know the specific machines and manufacturers that use really good belts that last, so you don't start to have the whole machine shaking, you lose the G-force potential, and your performance suffers. So definitely give us a call if you're concerned or you want to know about your particular machine that you're looking at, what kind of belts are inside of there. We can definitely let you know. You don't have to break it open and void a warranty, and believe me, no manufacturer salesperson is going to tell you. So give us a call, shoot me an email if you have any questions.